didn't.
Okay.
I didn't read that. I didn't get the full form.
All right, then it's official. Gankers podcast is back in one shape or another, I guess. It's been a while, but we have plans for the future, and this is it.
Hopefully.
Hopefully, right.
Oh, yeah.
Somebody DC?
Who?
Imagine Max DC's right after that.
And goodbye. Wonder if I can.
All right, great show, guys.
Cool.
I wonder
Clip it and ship it.
Just utilize Chat GPT to stay interesting.
There you go.
Let
me just read from a script.
I do have Chat GPT 4, so I mean, like, can't be the worst thing.
Ooh, upgraded from 3.5. Nice.
Okay.
Today was the first ever hardcore Mak'Gora tournament in Classic WoW with duels to the death.
Give me a 7-hour long script
pool of $100,000. Can you give me choice topics and questions to ask on a podcast about the tournament?
Calculating
what to expect.
Calculating. Sorry, what's a Mak'Gora?
Calculating. No, it fucking knows.
Warcraft. Or
Sydney knows. Okay.
Only tournament.
Yeah, I'm downloading Replica AI real quick. Here we go.
There it is.
That's my AI.
This is not actually me talking, guys. About? This is my AI.
This is my robot voice. Yeah. Beep boop. Hello. I'm botting in World of Warcraft.
I'm not gonna lie. This is a pretty good outline.
All right.
Dog. Okay. All right. This is good. We know a lot of this stuff already. So
yeah.
Okay.
Can you give us a brief overview of what the Hardcore Mak'Gora tournament is? How did the idea of the Hardcore Mak'Gora tournament come about? What makes this tournament different from other WoW PvP events?
Well, that's a good one.
Damn.
That's a really good question.
Yeah.
Okay. No, this is great. Okay. Okay. Go. Okay.
Go. I ask the question, you answer. That's how this works.
First question, please. Can you repeat the questions, please?
What's different about it? Like, what's so special about it?
What's different about the Mak'Gora? Okay, well,
death equals delete. GG.
Well, yeah. Okay, yes. I mean, in case anyone doesn't actually understand what a Mak'Gora is you are accepting a duel against another opponent to the death.
To the death. Whoa.
And you die, you delete in hardcore. That's the way she goes.
Well, the thing that's more interesting about it too is the fact that it's on an official hardcore server that Blizzard's never done before for World of Warcraft. And if you died leveling your character starting at level 1 all the way to 60, if it died, you literally had to start over. So, and then the Mak'Gora, what's interesting about that, like you were saying, so in a normal duel, you fight to 1 HP. And 99.98% of the time you survive. Sometimes people die.
Sometimes, and then sometimes rocket boots will blow you up. And
sure.
Crazy, away she goes, right?
Yeah, and then you have to start all over. But
classic.
Yeah, with the Mak'Gora, the thing that's really cool about that is you're going into duel knowing that somebody is going to die. Whoever loses, their character gets deleted. Well, it's not really deleted because they get to actually transfer the character to classic era if they want to. Which in my opinion, I actually like. What do you think of that, Shal?
I mean, sure, but I feel like it's kind of like that fall safe kind of shit, right? Like I just died. That's funny.
Delete, start over.
Yeah.
Right. We go again.
Like in the back of your mind, you still have like, if I die, my character's not actually gone. I can transfer to white main or whichever, right? Whatever server you so desire. So I think that I don't like it. I think for sure, like if you die in hardcore, that's it. You can't transfer, you can't do anything. That's hardcore.
That's fair.
I don't know. I disagree.
I mean, it sucks.
It does
suck. It sucks. You lose all your shit, but you signed up for hardcore.
Yeah, but
everything, all your progress, everything you worked for, all your gear, everything gone.
Right, but you lose your progress on the hardcore server. You can never be on that server again with that character. Yeah, but you can totally transfer your character to white main and res yourself. You know what I'm saying? Like you can transfer a dead character. You're just able to res on white main.
Yeah, I agree. No, I like that there's a happy medium because then it gives people like me that are kind of interested in hardcore but not really interested in it, gives me an opportunity to jump in and experience the game like that, but not have to like completely lose all my progress. Like if I wanted to continue with my hunter, I'm stuck at like level 24. I haven't logged in for like a month. But like I could get back on that character if I died at level 26, 28, 30, 59, one bar from 59, which we've seen plenty of times before.
Right,
You know, your character's not just completely gone. You can transfer it. Now, like you said, it's completely gone from the hardcore server itself. So if you're trying to do like the hardcore challenge and you know, kill KT in Naxxramas, that's not a thing that you're going to be able to do anymore. At least with that specific character, you have to start over.
Side note, look at where I am. Hold on. Check this out. You can only hear it. I'm streaming, but nobody else can see it except you guys.
Oh, here we go.
Ooh.
Oh, Molten Core. Okay.
All right, go.
Yeah, it. Hold on, wait. Do I got a pet in here?
You can do this, man. You could solo that.
Yeah, you have 4 pets.
Oh, you're gonna send the pet? Oh no.
Oh. I think this is the first time the Giants have been pulled on our server in probably about 2 years.
I wonder if he'll live.
Oh yes, we are playing on a dead server, guys.
Maybe the pet'll be friendly.
Like 10 real players. It's crazy.
And he's gonna kill.
Oh, big numbers. Okay.
Kill the pet.
Oh, dude, I hope they turn around.
Oh shit!
They just charge you. Imagine they warrior charged you and you just died.
No, I
mean, ghost man, delete.
Did somebody get slowed? Oh my god! Okay.
Yeah, I'm turning in the quest because it's worth. It's worth. How much is this worth? 6,600 XP. All right, there you go.
That's not
bad. Grats.
Nice.
Oh, spam! Now I'm reporting you for spam. Guild chat.
Yeah, whatever.
Molten Core attune complete. Unbelievable.
Yeah. Don't scream it out loud. You know what I'm saying? Community hate.
True.
No, I don't know. Like you invest so much time into your character, and it's like if you die, you can bring them over to a very active server and keep using them. And also, some of these guys in a month they've decked these characters out in pre-raid bis, PvP pre-bis, or whatever because they couldn't use tier, nothing from raids or gear from raids and stuff.
Yeah.
So I mean, like Shubek, the guy we like so much, like
Bonkai.
Yeah, like he didn't get into the final bracket or whatever, but like he's still got a dope ass rogue that he gets to take. He'll be able to eventually take to white main and do or just do rogue stuff.
I mean, are they gonna like slaughter anyone who doesn't qualify?
No. I mean, but you know,
because that would be really funny. I mean, you didn't qualify, man.
Yeah, but like
you're dead. Yeah, just dead.
But like think for him now, he's got a horde rogue that he gets to do shorts with and create stuff for, and like he can go in and make a couple YouTube videos, go into a raid, die. It's sad he died, but then he gets to transfer that character and keep doing Bonkai stuff on a horde character now.
Yeah, I can see that side to it.
Yeah, because
I can agree.
I can see him.
2 sides to it, right?
I can see him going to like I don't know if he'd go to Booty Bay, but you could go to Booty Bay Boat, like what I do all the time. And now he'll have both factions, so he'll constantly have content. Even if there's only Alliance showing up for like 30 minutes, he'll be able to kill them on his horde, and then vice versa. If there's only horde, then he can get on his Alliance and kill it. Dude, it's gonna be so cool. In fact, I don't know if it's on the same account. If it's not, it'd be really funny to just watch him randomly duel himself. Just do random stuff like that.
Random button macro.
Yeah, exactly. It'd be kind of cool. Now you'd have to get geared up on his rogue, obviously, because his Alliance rogue is
his Alliance rogue is decked out. Of course.
Yeah, way better. Yeah, but
he's only got like pre-bis shit.
Yeah, I'm actually kind of curious. What do you guys think of that rule as far as like not being able to go and get raid gear, like tier 1, tier 2, tier 3, like whatever? What do you guys think of that rule?
I think it's fair.
Is there a sheet we can go over the rules real quick? Because there was a bunch of weird rules too.
There is. It's in their Discord. Yeah, there's a bunch of crazy stuff, man. But
can you link that real quick?
I don't actually have their Discord.
Can you find it?
I don't know what it is.
I don't either, but I can
official. I don't know. I can Google. They have a website.
Yeah, there you go.
Mak'Gora. Wow, classic.
I literally almost joined our other Discord. Whoops.
But what were you saying like right before that? I had a point to make. I can't remember now.
You?
Yeah.
I asked what did you think? What did you think of the rule of where you
the
can't,
gear. Okay.
yeah,
Right.
with the gear where you
So-
can't go and get tier pieces out of raids.
So I mean,
And did you think
first
that's
of
fair?
all- First of all, I think it's fair the way they did it.
Okay.
Reason being, I think it gives everyone a more like a fair, chance at getting the best gear for what you could at that point. And
Agree.
it's possible, I hate to bring this up, but some of the streamers, like the higher end streamers, they might have had people pulling them through like raids and stuff, right? They could have had crap
Oh,
gear. They could have just AFK'd. Still a risk though. Again, still a risk. It's hardcore, guys, right? So it's still, you could die, right? But whatever guild, maybe he's got a good friend in Frontier, and they pull him through MC and this, that, and the other. Other players don't have that opportunity, right? So I think it makes a little more sense the way they did it, just for that factor. I mean, at the same time, I'm sure there were still some players who were getting pulled through to get like their, the tier 0.5 stuff, whatnot. But I think it's a little more. It would be a little bit easier, I guess, to get that. Not easier, but I don't know.
Yeah, no, I agree, especially when you're talking
think
about regular
it
people versus
just-
streamers.
And, like again, I hate to bring that up, but
All right, cool. I found the rules. I found the full
there we go.
rules.
Okay.
So there's actually a lot of rules. Holy shit.
yeah,
All right,
there's-
so okay. Oh, never mind. There's just general information, code of conduct stages, and then general rules. Okay, all gear acquired within Molten Core, Nixia's Lair, Blackwing Lair, Zul'Gurub, AQ 2040, all raids, including Nax, blah blah blah, including BOE, enchants from ZG, quest rewards such as Dragon Head turn-ins, spellbooks, is banned
the
during.
spellbooks is crazy.
Yeah, I didn't agree with banning spellbooks.
Yeah,
But
that's
again,
a
it's
little
like
weird.
again, you can argue it's an issue with gold, right? I don't know
Yeah.
how much they cost. Again, like people will just donate to certain other people. I'm not going to say any names. An absurd amount of gold where they'll just be able to
Yeah.
buy that advantage, right?
Yeah, and they're allowed to
sucks.
use items like craftable items that recipes drop in raids, assuming the mats for the recipe aren't from the raid, like living action potions. It's just like herbalism or whatever.
Right.
And then all loot from world bosses are banned. Okay, all world buffs are banned during the qualifier for the whole thing
I
and
agree with
finals. So like buffs obtained through quest, world objectives, Songflower, etc. Head of Ren drops, Dire Maul buffs, Zanzas, mind controlling enemy mobs, players, all
So
holiday
any
events.
buff acquired from a quest.
Yeah.
Oh, interesting.
All holiday event related buffs, all baseline class abilities and class buffs are permitted.
It's like any of the Halloween buffs and stuff.
Yeah, no
that kind of
holiday.
shit?
No,
I don't
no
know.
holidays.
You
Yeah,
can't. Oh, you
no
can't.
holidays.
Okay.
I don't know if they said
Gotcha.
that. Like, I know there's a buff that you can get in Blasted Lands is kind of neat from turning in that quest, but so that would be banned too.
Right.
And then all baseline class abilities and class buffs are permitted. Were they allowed to like get stam from priests and stuff?
Yes. Yes.
Okay, so that's allowed.
Yeah, I didn't pay that much attention to the duel, so I'm glad
they
that you
were.
were.
Yep.
I'm glad that you were.
When I was watching the stream, I could see people like messaging Zico, for example, "Can I get AI, please?" And you'd invite and throw it on them or whatever it was.
Gotcha. Okay. Gotcha.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so each stage they have one talent build. So during the qualifiers, they have their one talent, but they can respec for the finals.
They can.
Yeah.
Oh, well, that's interesting. Okay, I like that.
Yeah.
That changes things up a little bit because
yeah, they're required to stream. Yeah, for clip purposes, all that bullshit.
Yep.
Yes.
Well, they're paying $100,000. They want to get as much content as possible. It makes sense. And for the other people too, the competitors. It makes sense.
Yep.
Why not?
Gnomish mind control cap is banned. Repair bots are banned. Why would they? What would be a repair bot?
I think repair bot you could put down in the duel, and if you're like dueling a rogue and you're trying to tab target or something, you could tab target to it maybe.
So target dummies aren't allowed.
Or no, don't they also sell scrolls? Is that were those permitted?
That's true. They sell scrolls and
the big one does. Yeah.
Consumables. I don't know.
Yeah. What's wrong with a scroll?
I don't know. I don't know if that's.
Can you just repair mid fight? Is that go?
Right? Yeah.
You can't do that. Yep.
Funny.
Interesting.
Okay,
Kinda
so
curious. the logic behind that one. But anyway,
No intentional delay of games, inspections, openers.
right.
Yeah, so the rest is like general, like
Just random stuff. Yeah.
yeah.
So the delay of game is, for example, the rogues. Like you have 1 minute to do your opener, okay, and then when you go back in stealth, you have another minute to make your move.
Yeah, well, I heard them
So
talking
so
about if
forth.
you're going rogue v rogue, that they're telling them that they have to be decently close to the
They
flag.
have to go. No, they have to meet at the flag. Yes,
Yeah, they have to go. They have to be like right next to the flag
exactly.
because nobody wants to sit there for 20 minutes waiting for rogues to
Right,
get
but
out of stealth.
they're not
open-
allowed.
do the opener.
They weren't allowed anyway, right? That's why
Yeah,
they made the rule,
exactly.
because you have the 1 minute rule to do your open, right?
Yeah.
So that's why they said you have to circle the flag within a certain range, right? Eventually,
Dude, speaking
You get
of
bumped
this
into
this
chat.
tournament, so we know like the prize pool is 100 grand, right? It like dwarfs other tournaments on this website that have been hosted.
For World of Warcraft specifically, or just all games?
It's just other games. That's the one for World of Warcraft Trial of the Champions was $2,800 for the winner.
Oh, geez.
Yeah, this is huge, man.
Yeah,
Wow.
Absolutely huge.
yeah.
Dude, I'm really. By the way, I'm really
A
excited
lot of
for
money on
tomorrow.
the line.
Yep.
Oh, absolutely.
And then
I'm gonna miss it though. Fortunately, I have to work.
Just so you guys know, we're recording the Monday before, so the finals are Tuesday, and we're recording Monday night.
yeah, we'll get some coverage of the finals and our thoughts after that as well. But
Yeah,
I
we
don't
got
like
catch
I don't
up.
like how they did their brackets on the website.
Oh, I haven't seen that. You haven't seen that yet.
Here, I'll link it to you. I
Like
don't really.
the,
It's kind of confusing. It doesn't really
point-
show you their point.
you mean like the point system?
I get
Or
it.
just like
but
the actual. Okay.
yeah, but you have to like sort it by wins to see who's like doing the best. But Snuts is a fucking crazy good warlock.
He's
apparently.
insane. He's one of the best players in the world, hands down.
Yeah, and then
Good luck.
that one
Fundamentally,
warrior,
the guy's insane.
the warrior we saw that just obliterated people.
Oh, Silo.
Sonics,
Sonics.
SONIIXS.
Oh yeah, yep. The Warrior, is that the Warrior,
Yeah,
right?
the Tauren warrior.
I think they were calling him Sony.
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 Okay.
That's what it was. Yeah.
Yeah.
And then the Shadow Priest, Sots.
Sots. Yep.
Yeah, and then obviously
Which I never seen a single one of their duels actually. I've seen Hydra, I believe. Great player as well. But
yeah, and then obviously Zico.
Yeah, Zika's crazy, man. Absolutely insane.
What
a
he's scary good, man. Absolutely.
I would not want to. I would not want to go against
all the best to him, man.
World
All the
PvP
best
or
to him.
dueling. Nah, no, thank you. He'd find a way to just absolutely ruthless.
He's so fun to watch, man. He just, like I was saying earlier, he has an answer to everything, any class, everything. Especially with the rules we have now with all the different consumes and items and etc. Like he really put a lot of thought and preparation and calculation into each and every scenario, and he executes it too, right?
Yeah. Absolutely.
Flawlessly. And it was really cool to watch, really fun.
So Alan,
So
did
good
you
on
watch
him.
every single duel today, or were you just kind of like in the background doing other stuff? Like,
I watched, I would say 95% of them.
okay.
What
did you think overall?
I thought it was incredible. You know what? It was going into it. I mean, obviously the hype was insane. I had like in my mind, I was like, okay, there's certain players who are going to do really well in certain classes, and I was actually really excited to see the Warrior come in.
I mean,
5-0. That was absolutely insane. I did not expect it.
The Snuts talking about like his most feared class in this tournament is the Warrior. Because of the rule structure.
Okay, so I'll kind of brief you on that one.
Go ahead.
The Warrior realistically sucks. Okay, when it comes to duels, they're not great. Against maybe a rogue, fine, sure. But apparently, from what other people are saying, I know I'm quoting them, the way they designed Classic was not just based on the class itself, but what consumes and what items you can get that'll help buff or balance that class to be equal to the others, right? So now in this Mak'Gora, that Warrior has everything that Classic throws at you, right? So he stands a lot, higher than he would have been able to before. So it completely changes everything. And I never took that into consideration. I thought that was really cool to hear that. I never thought about it that way. whether it be your resistant pots, all that kind of shit. It just gives you a better chance to actually survive and be able to close the gap on a mage or whatever class it may be, hunter, etc. And it was just really cool to see. I'm super pumped. I think at the end of the day, I want to see a warrior win. I think it'd be
that would be really cool. Yeah, I
think
agree
that
with
would
that.
be absolutely insane. Asmongold would probably give me a high five because he's all about warriors. You know that.
Yeah.
But I think that would be like the dark horse right there. Would be the warrior. It'd be insane.
I was rooting for
I
that
agree
warrior
with
when
him.
he was fighting that
I
warlock.
agree. They were talking about
blew
that.
him
Yeah.
up. Just obliterated
Oh,
him.
absolutely, man.
And I
Well, he
love
can't do anything.
warlocks too.
He can't
Yeah,
do
you
anything.
do.
You can't fear him.
Yeah.
He gets in his face, and it's pretty much over at that point.
It was good.
Wreck, big damage.
I saw one of the rogue duels or whatever. It was a PS Hero and one of his opening duels where he like beat the hell out of some rogue, but he was popping like oil of immolation and shit to pull him out of stealth.
Yep.
That was sick. Yeah.
Yes.
I think it's funny. I think it's funny specifically when I saw that they were doing that because you and I, or I guess the three of us, just learned how silly OP oil of immolation actually can be in classic era.
I'm not gonna lie to you. I had no idea, like zero idea about that until you started talking about it out. Until you got it, it was like, wow, this is really good. And I was like,
it's like a min maxer thing for sure.
It's crazy.
Like nobody really thinks about it.
No, it's insane.
But like it does nutty damage and 50 fire damage any enemy within 5 yards.
Yep. Yeah,
So
and there's
it's
no
like-
AoE cap. There's no AoE cap, so it could theoretically hit hundreds and hundreds.
That's just something that takes like an aura, or how does it work again? Sorry, just kind
of. It's like a just think like consecrate that under your feet.
Yeah, so
that
it's like
walks
an
around.
AoE aura, right?
Yeah, but it follows you. Yep.
That'll tick. Yeah, kind of
Yeah.
like in Diablo 2, like you get those auras.
It
or whatever,
lasts.
like
It
that.
lasts.
Gotcha.
It lasts. It lasts 15 seconds and there's no cooldown.
That's wow. That is
It doesn't.
really
It doesn't.
good.
It doesn't share a cooldown
Against
with
a
anything.
rogue or stealthy.
I don't know what it
That's-
shares the cooldown with, but like
Uh,
it's a unique. What other consumable does that? Anything like that. So it's not.
right, but
it's not a
classic is really
potion.
odd in that way. Certain weird things share cooldowns with random shit. Yeah, kind of curious.
Yeah,
if
it does.
share cooldown with something.
It does 50 fire damage to any enemy within a 5-yard radius around the caster every 3 seconds for
that's-
15 seconds.
Rogue v rogue. If the other rogue didn't have
Yep.
it, that is such an advantage, dude.
Yep.
You
That
can
is
you can use it
such an advantage.
every 3 seconds and has a 15-second. It works for 15 seconds. So
It's
like,
got to share a cooldown with something. Otherwise,
No,
that is
no, it does not
probably
share a
really
cooldown with any other potion because there's no other potion like it. If there's another potion like it, it would, but it's
No.
not.
maybe not necessarily a potion, but another random item or consumable that maybe they needed. I don't know.
Well, if you're listening to this to YouTube, you could maybe comment if you happen to know the answer. If it does share a cooldown with anybody else.
Nah, just hop into the Discord. Let us know.
True.
Yeah,
Yeah,
right?
that's true.
True. We'd be
Hey,
happy to have
hey,
anyone. My goodness.
Hey, idiots! Of course it shares the cooldown with this. How do you not know that? It's a 20-year-old game.
newbie classic players, I guess.
Yeah, right. Exactly.
So I noticed.
Well, PvPers.
Which I'm really curious. Maybe you know this because apparently they talked about it, but I missed it. Anyway, it's all horde tournament, but they specifically didn't allow paladins. That's why they made it a horde tournament only.
All right. Sorry. What was the question?
It's a horde tournament only, but they specifically did it to not allow paladins.
So I was going to actually ask something related to this topic at some point tonight as well. I think part of what they just didn't want to have paladins. Let's be honest, paladins are going to take forever. You're about to kill them. They bubble. They fully heal themselves. You're about to.
Okay.
You're about to kill them again, and then they would just like lay on hands. And the other thing that would suck about
Sure.
lay on hands is no paladin would want to jump into a duel if they don't have lay on hands. So like I feel like you would just have
But
to,
that's
or
your choice,
whatever, huh?
right? Like that would be your choice to pick the paladin, and that could be your win condition, or it could be your downfall, right? Like it'd be, at the end of the day, as the player, that would be your choice to play that paladin. And sorry to like kind of interrupt you on that one.
Oh, you're good.
Saying, in my opinion, like saying that it drags out the fight, I completely disagree with. Look at mages, look at rogues, look at druids.
Dude, look at that one
They
fight.
can all look at hunters. They can all reset
and
the
the
fight and
shaman.
start over again.
What is that
Yeah.
fight with the druid and the shaman? It literally it just took forever. Like, and it
Yes,
eventually
because
just
they kept
timed
resetting.
out. It was a feral druid and a shaman, and it was horrible.
Right,
It-
which is
they
why
just-
they actually introduced that rule later on. When it comes to a timeout, that the next duel you can only drink or reset 3 times or something like that. I think it was.
Okay.
Correct me if I'm wrong. That you can only reset or sit down and drink 3 times and reset. That was it. So I mean,
Okay. Okay. So never mind. So
for the
that
paladin, it just like
with that rule
doesn't
in
make any sense.
in play, it doesn't matter at all. Yeah, that's fair enough.
Right. So that I mean that's kind of like my take and argument on that one. That the paladin, I don't get it. Why?
No, like I said, for me, I'm more thinking not necessarily about like the duel itself taking forever. I think the downtime, because like I said, every paladin, anybody that was playing a paladin, it would be like, no, I can't do a duel right now. I need to wait until lay on hands is back up, because you know that
They have to.
you're going to use lay on hands, and that's the only way to be fully fair. So I think that's part of it, is because lay on hands would just take way too long. And then the second thing is, I feel like Mak'Gora is definitely more of like an orc term, in my opinion. So for like lore reasons, it makes sense to do the horde side. So you don't have to worry about paladins, and just because Mak'Gora is, it's not called like duel to the death, it's called Mak'Gora, you know.
That's why I'm picked on dead.
Oh, well, true.
Yeah, I don't know. I disagree. It's a
I'm with you, Al. I'm definitely with you on that one.
Clearly a
for sure.
class, a part of the game.
Paladin player too. I think they should allow paladins in there. There's no reason not to.
I don't really understand why. Like, it's.
Do we actually have a reason? I'm kind of curious. Can we bring Zaru or someone in here?
Yeah. Let's just summon him real quick.
I do believe they explained it, but
yeah, it'd be interesting to understand why. Like, have like one of the coordinators, like, you know, I'm assuming that at some point they've discussed it and have explained why they decided to go horde side.
There's a reason.
Yeah. But again, that's from my point of view. I think those are like the two main reasons. Just paladin lay on hands taking forever would be kind of obnoxious for like a spectator. And then if you decided not to wait for lay on hands and just force the paladins to duel, it would suck for the duelists. And then everybody would just say rigged, you know, or like I just feel like the integrity of the Mak'Gora tournament would be in question. And in my opinion, that's just what I'm thinking.
I mean, do they think they'd be too much of a threat in a dueling tournament with like the buffs they're using and everything?
That's what I'm thinking. Like, they're too OP.
They're just too good.
I don't know. At the same time, like, there's certain classes that definitely would counter a paladin, but that's without all the buffs. Now that I think about it, like I was gonna say, mage counters paladin all day. Personally, like I've never had an issue beating a paladin.
Unless you're trying to stream
if you had frost resist pots and like all this, that, and the other, man, it would be impossible to kite you or do anything. I wouldn't be able to do any damage to you.
I mean, but everybody's using frost resistance pots. We saw like plenty of like world boss rogues today. Like we saw the rogue just he eventually lost to the warlock, but like he was just not, or he was, I thought it was a mage or something, and he just wasn't dying because of all of his resistance pots and stuff.
Oh yeah.
He just it was frostbolting and frostbolting, kiting and his health was just staying 100% the whole time because he just had so many like pots and stuff. Which is fair enough. I don't care at all. Sure, let them use whatever. But I don't really understand. I mean, maybe there's a better explanation of why they didn't want to use paladins that I don't know of.
Yeah, I don't know. Like fully, I just like truly, I don't actually know why.
You think like, in reality, like with all the buffs allowed and everything, you know, both everybody freaking pre-bissed out like a Snuts or a Zico can't like just beat the shit out of a paladin, no problem. They would kill him.
Yeah, I don't know if it's like I definitely don't think it's like because they think they're too OP. No. I mean, to be fair, everybody shits on Paladin. Let's be honest, but to be fair, they're also not the diehard PvPers. I know diehard PvPers are actually kind of terrified of at least a Ret Paladin, Prop Paladin. I mean, honestly, all three specs can be kind of terrifying. At least for me as a rogue, they're so broken. If we're equally geared, I don't think I ever came close to beating you in a duel, Al. Well, you like Prop Paladin versus my rogue. Well, we were like pretty closely like geared, and there's nothing I could do. You just could sit there and just watch me die. Consecrate, just watch me die.
Well, a lot of so basically a prop paladin can be really fun in a PvP situation because if your build is for AoE damage, then your opponent kills themselves before they can kill you, and you don't really have to do much. Like there's really no skill required. It's just a gear thing. Now it does require raid gear though. So like the trinket from Ragnaros, the AoE trinket, the obviously tier 2.5 is huge. It makes the paladin super tanky, and you don't really lose that advantage until tier 3 when like I could not be killed by a rogue. I'd never seen a rogue in classic that could kill me on a prop pally. I know prop pally is definitely not the meta for classic, but it's still fun to play outside of raids. Kind of boring in raids, but you feel helpful when you can. And yeah, like Alan on his rogue, or in this case Shao, like couldn't touch me. I let him just hit me until he died. Like I said, in this duel, I will not consecrate. I'll just stand here. You can backstab the whole time, and just wait until you die. And when he gets back, I'll comment it. Yeah, and he just killed himself.
That's why they didn't allow paladins in the Mak'Goras.
But
ladies and gentlemen,
confirmed.
But like I'm literally on a prop paladin right now that would be pretty much the gear that you would need for this Mak'Gora tournament.
So do you think that, like, if you were a paladin, okay, going into a Mak'Gora, do you think that's what you'd rock is protection? I think that's the way to go.
I don't know. I don't think so.
I mean, I don't know. I think it'd be crazy.
I've been killed by other people. I mean, we did a tournament one time. Warlocks are scary. A priest can kill a prop paladin. Like a disc priest can kill you. Yeah, they'll just dot you up and just wait till you die. Because you can't put out enough damage. And a priest is just going to heal himself the whole time.
But against a melee class, you're kind of...
Now, a warrior, you'll beat the shit out of. Because you can tank their damage. And you can kill them over time. Because they have to be up in your face to attack you. And you just have consecrate and they'll die.
But they're damn... Like, you don't want a warrior to be... I feel like... I mean, you obviously you can...
No.
Speak personally about that, but...
On a prop pally... I mean, I'm not a crazy PvPer, but like... When I was doing duels and stuff on my prop pally, I mean, you have to be... People have to hit you for you to take them down. That's how the AoE damage works.
Right.
Like Retribution Aura, Oil of Immolation in this case, Thorium Shield Spike. And the whole point is, with Holy Shield and Shield Specialization, as long as Holy Shield is up, you're basically... What is it? When everything is procced, it's like 80% likely to block an attack.
Yeah, that's insane.
As long as they're facing you, you're gonna block their attacks, and they're gonna stand and consecrate. And your white hits are really small and stuff, but like I would duel like Yosk and Angry and stuff, and I'd win all the time. Now,
and they're good players.
Another
good players.
Book of Gift of the Wild, thank God.
Put it on the shelf.
Exactly right. Another one on the shelf. And then, but granted, like when like our rogues got tier 3, it was over. Like that advantage was over. Like they could kill me. Like Brath could kill me.
Yeah, they just put too much damage on you.
Yeah, just too much damage.
Like gradual damage. It's just like
they just out damage.
Like you're dead. Yeah.
But they would kill me over time. But that's when the gear got ahead of everybody. Like.
Mm-hmm.
Like, because there was no gear there's nothing in Nax or anything for a prop pally. Nothing. There's nothing. There's a weapon. There's a weapon you can get that's a little bit of an upgrade. That's it. Literally the only item in the entire instance. And then tier 3 is healing only. So, which is fine.
Oh,
Holy pallies.
It's definitely scary on my road going against your...
Yeah, it was fun.
Your paladin. That's for sure.
I hated going against this prop paladin on my road.
It sucked. It was just... Might as well just AFK. Just walk away from the keyboard at that point.
Now, going against Born on his Ret Paladin when he had basically no gear. Now that was fun.
Yeah.
That was a lot of fun.
All right, so we're at our time, so we're going to close this one out, but come back for the next episode and we'll continue.
See you guys.